Welcome back to Tom Dave's Live. Today we have Kevin Ortiz. Kevin, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for the invite to join you today, Tom.
Oh man, so honored to have you. If you don't mind, could you please share a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm a Colorado native. Grew up in Colorado, one of the few still. Grew up on the Western Slope. Moved to the Denver area when I was a younger man. Got into finance and I ran retail and wholesale mortgage companies, and then I got into real estate about 13 years ago. And was also in a leadership position for quite some time. My wife's an agent. My daughter's an agent. So we've kind of made it a family thing as well. So, you know.
Man, that's great. So you sound busy. What do you do with your spare time? What do you do for fun?
Yeah, I like to golf. Like to hang out with my family. We have had our first grandchild this year, so she's taken up a lot of time. So pretty excited about that. So I have a lot of friends. Just like to stay active in the Colorado world. Out jeeping and just enjoying the outdoors as well. So.
Well, there's so much beautiful outdoors to enjoy. 100%. I love it. Yeah. Well, man, I'd love for you to share your real estate story. What inspired you to get in real estate in the first place, Kevin?
Well, to be quite honest, there was a lot of changes in the mortgage industry, and at that point in time, I kind of got out of the industry, and I actually opened up a car dealership where I was selling, cars across the country, high-end cars, and we got into Fast and Furious cars. I had a couple large buildings, and I could keep about 50 cars inside, And after about 2-3 years, I thought, hey, what's the next thing? And the economy was a little changing at that point in time. There's a lot of foreclosures and short sales. So my wife, actually, to be quite honest, is kind of got us into real estate. She was doing a lot of short sale negotiations, and they were working really hard, but they didn't want to do any listings, as far as the group that was doing that. So I decided to get my real estate license, and I just kind of started door knocking and going from door to door and introducing myself to people that needed help and assistance and getting through the short sale and the foreclosure process. And that's how we kind of got started in a down time. So,
Man, yeah, things were tough then for sure. Well, let me ask you this now, with all of your experience looking back, what would you recommend a brand new agent getting started in the business right now?
I would say, the biggest thing is, work your sphere, work the people that let everybody know what you're doing. I mean, I think there's a lot of people, when they get in the real estate industry, they think there's a lot of real estate agents out there, and there are, but a lot of times, you just got to be the person in front of them, providing some help and assistance, answering questions, those types of things. And I say that because I came from the background of a mortgage background, and I had friends and family, and I didn't actually, when I got into real estate, utilize my sphere in the manner that I probably should have, because I was looking at people's credit, what they were making. And if somebody wanted me to help them in their transactions on the mortgage side, I was happy to do so, but I didn't really seek it out. So I kind of felt like I put myself behind a little bit by not really taking advantage of the people that were around me who were going to support me if I would have just told them and asked for the opportunity to work with them.
Well, and I'm sure that lesson really helped you launch into your leadership career. So what are some of the successes that you've had in leadership? You've had one of the largest real estate brokerage offices in the country. How many agents were in that office, and what do you attribute your success?
Well, I ran the largest real estate brokerage in the state of Colorado. We had over 500 agents when I was the team leader of that location. The success is building relationships. You're bringing people in to your brokerage. I think you have to support them, not just support them on the front side, but support them in their entire career. Be there coaching with them. I always coach the top 20% of my agent base, because those were the individuals that were doing the majority of the business. So, and not only did that help them, but it also helped me, because I could relay that information from a big group of people to help other people in the market center so we could all be successful at a really, really high rate, or a high level, excuse me.
Well, that's awesome. And one thing that I really love and I enjoy when you had that that training last week, is just your transparency and your openness and honesty. So I'd like you to ask you to tap into that right now. What are some of the things that have been challenging for you in your career, and how did you overcome those?
Well, I think, from the real estate side, a changing market, I think people have to learn how to adapt and grow, get new skills. If you stay stagnant, you're gonna stay in a one spot, and how many agents out there have the same year over and over and over, and they don't grow, they don't look to expand their business with technology, opportunities that present themselves. We help we help consumers grow wealth. And I can tell you, I see so many times real estate agents don't grow their own wealth, and this is all about, your future and your help, to help grow people wealth and opportunities. So, I think some of those challenges were, from a leadership standpoint, you can show somebody how to do things, and you may want to impose your will, but in all reality, those individuals got to do it on their own. You just got to be there in a support level, or in a support situation, to help those agents grow, and achieve their maximum potential.
Well, and I also appreciate the fact that you're always growing, and we're honored to have you at eXp Realty. So let's chat about that a little bit. What inspired you to join eXp Realty?
Well, to be quite honest, being in a leadership role like I was, I was growing for somebody else, growing a region, growing a market center, and you relied on the support of other people in your market center, coaches, staff, those types of things. But you're always somewhat limited on what you could do, you know. So what brought me here was the opportunity to grow really like a region or a market center or an organization within the EXP ecosystem, for that wealth, for that future, and to help those agents in the capacity that I've always wanted to do so. But now I get to control how we do that. How do we help grow? How do we support? How do we do all those types of things? And, building that up from the ground level is exciting to me. And to be quite honest, that also helps me in my personal life and my work balance life, because as a leader, sometimes you give so much to your people, and sometimes you forget to take care of yourself, so, work-life balance, I think, is a critical part of that, for not just the leaders, but also, the agents out there that sometimes, don't take the time. They're always got their phone in their hand, or, you see jokes, on the internet, somebody's, windsurfing and they've got their computer on front of them. Don't do that. Just take the time and enjoy your life. And, I can speak from experience, I didn't always do that, but the biggest part and one of the motivating factors to join EXP was for that work-life balance.
100%. Absolutely. And I love the fact that you're an amazing coach and mentor, and you put it out to the airwaves last week that you're open to coaching and helping and supporting other leaders and agents. And so if someone wants to take you up on that, what's the best way to get a hold of you, Kevin?
Probably just my telephone number. My phone number is 720-935-7370. I'll answer quickly. I see Eric's got my email on there as well. So either of those would be, the easiest way to get in touch with me, and I'll get back with you really quickly.
Wow, well, that's fun. That's awesome. So, I'd just like to ask you, I've seen you with so many fast cars. What are some of your favorite fast cars that you've either driven or you've owned?
I think the car that I own right now, I bought a Maserati Gran Turismo convertible in October, and it's got a V8 fully aspirated Ferrari engine. I think that's my favorite right now. And I've had some nice cars. Owning a car dealership one time in the past, like I probably spent way too much money on cars that I should have. It should still be in my bank account, but I love cars, and but I'm really happy with what I'm driving right now.
Well, man, I saw that. That's amazing. That's fun. And, and that's one of the things that I enjoy about you and eXp Realty, that we're having fun and we're making a difference and supporting others and giving back, and we're growing.
Yeah.
So, hey, Kevin, thank you so much. Thanks for jumping on here. I appreciate your time. Great week. Thanks, everyone.
All right.
See you later.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.